Boom 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 plumes. Boom 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 plumes. Boom 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 plumes. Boom. Good evening, folks. It's looks like 2136 on the 18th day, 11th month, 2022. Excuse me. I ate dinner too quick there. I was having a bit of a borborygmus moment. Boy, would you look at the toxic air over the part of Australia that's fixing to have incredibly bad flooding. Oh my. Look at the boom boom plumes coming over the tops from the old Wang falling over here to the Wadeye. And I imagine somewhere over here you're going to have a place called Cunnilingus, Timber Creek. Let's see what other names we got here today. Oh my. Yeah, I'm in a very sarcastic mood. So tighten your belts. Tender ears might want to just vacate the program now. Because, the colors on and we're being killed. And there's no way to candy coat the fact that we're being killed. It seems like a plan. It just does. And the plan is called depopulation and sustainable development. And I just went through a document that shows all sorts of stuff that's been planned. And as this big plume leaves this radar station here, that's obviously out here, swirling dervish going toward the coast, headed your way, Timber Creek. And it's headed your way here, Timber Creek. How many of the wind do you have going on here? What's going on? Right? What's pluming over here? Constantly pluming away. The pluming Nazis controlling the weather. The wicked glitches riding over Mount Isa. Look, that's obvious. And a plume. Plume going through it. Look, right from here. Look. Here's evidence. Evidence of a crime being committed right now over the top of you by the philanthropists of the world. Taking the piss out of you that have meetings that put financial pressure on things that they want. That's a Pinocchio growing there, wasn't it? Do we have the glitch going on? Yeah, that was woohoo. I was listening to something inspirational. And I turned it into a different song instead of boom, boom, and you're breathing heavy metals, boom, boom. Yeah, and soon you will forget a boom, boom. Yeah, really, breathing all that aluminum, man. You'll be Alzheimer. Yeah, the glitch is on. The glitch is on. And it is that shape, isn't it? Well, you can get nothing down low, huh? You're showing something big, though. On the big you get it, and on the little you get fuck all. But it's showing a strange shape, isn't it? It's showing a strange shape like that. Like it's making a cloud. Woo, Pinocchio. Or is that Plague Nose? Is it Pickle Nose for Slipknot? Is he going to sue the band again? What's going on? Got an ear to thing. Come on, use your imaginarium a little bit. Because EMF is manipulating multidimensional fabrics of aether. And that can have all sorts of results that are metaphysical. Duke University does research on stuff like that. And paranormal stuff. And well, you don't have to believe in ghosts. But you can go and pray to the Holy Ghost. Figure that one out. Boom, 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 plume, plume, plume. Carpinteria boogie, yes. Booming your plumes to southern crust. The equator crust with a chemtrail going up. Have a chemtrail. Chemtrail. Boom, boom, boom. And a lot of your stuff's coming from here. Here's where your moisture's coming from. And it's coming to come hard. You're going to get a lot. Lots coming your way. All this booming and pluming that's going on over here today is going to be over you in about 2 days. Yeah, it's coming your way. They've already split the moisture into bands to bring them in little sweats, if you call them little. Because if they brought it all in at once, you'd get about a half a meter of rain. So they got to drop it in steps. And the EMF on his side will make the circulations that are needed. I'm going to go straight to the punch on this. We get some very high winds that are going to be impacting Melbourne here on Sunday night, your time. We're going to be very aware of the tide tables along this coastline during the 24-hour period from here onward. Okay? You'll have gale force winds or low tropical storm. Some of these ones out here, you're going to make very high surf. So you're going to use great care. Coming on Sunday, passing through here is a no-go zone. I'd be surprised any kind of ferry will be canceled or anything. You wouldn't want to be on it, or you might be poster childed. Look at the ribbons of wind that are going to impact you along this coastline here. And it's going to be heavy surf, and it's going to be some very dangerous conditions and very dangerous winds even inland along some of these corridors here, where a lot of travel occurs. When they try to get you going home on Sunday from your coming here, be very careful. The wind's going to move the trees, and it's going to have a lot of slides and slips are going to occur that day along these mountain roads. Count on it. Because as you sway the trees back and forth and disturb the soils, things are going to move. You might see some very dramatic landslides actually occurring in some of these areas, like maybe even the hills above the entrance and stuff north, like Gosford and all that. I've seen them hills, and they'd be in great danger of that kind of sudden landslidings that can occur during these situations. Even Adelaide and in here, you're going to have some very, very rough night on Sunday and through the day. See? Because this is late night my time on Saturday, which will be your morning on Sunday. So the surf will be rolling in. You have heavy erosion. These points down here are going to get it because the wind's going to kind of be coming this direction. If I put the particle animations on, you'll see where the tendencies of the hemming up of the tides is going to be. And again, along here, Coffin Bay, it's just a perfect spot to catch that and to create the drag that'll flip this around enough to really, really whack Melbourne hard. Look at the winds inland. Yeah, this ain't no joke. These roads here are already treacherous. And if we start adding some wintry mixes into this, the roads are going to be quite treacherous. Let me check if we're rolling here. We are rolling. Swaths some moisture. And hello, everybody. I just got featured real suddenly. I'm doing a determining. Where this wind is blowing is very important, actually, to where the storm is going to go. Because as this hits this flow hits this, it has to turn. Right? It's not strong enough to overcome this wind and just barge out into the Tasman Sea. It'll spin a lull. It has to. And when it does, it'll do a back around move. Does it every time. And as it comes through on Sunday, you're in a dangerous situation. Rain-wise, you're looking at... I'll do forecast these first. Just get your curiosities out of the way. This is your current conditions, and they're very, very stormy. But yeah, you kind of all had it that now. You seeing the usefulness of a raincoat over an umbrella yet? Yes, I kid you not. Yeah, that splits. Boom. Head south. Say goodbye to that tendril. Whoop. Have an advert. Oh, in Melbourne, hello with this long electrical line that's coming across you. Let's have a good look at this. I'll turn some of the particles off. Hello, Bendigo. Mildura. Mildua, because it'll be so wet right now. Ooh, that's a lot. It's a centimeter every 3 hours. This thing's going to camp out and on off for a while. So over a day, you're going to look at every bit of 5 centimeters as this camps out through here. And all that's going to rush places. It's going to go places. You'll get flash floods. Absolutely will. Turn some of this shit off. I'm going to go with some accumulations for a minute. What are they talking about? The next 24 is not too high. Not too high at all, centimeter and a half. But most of yours is going to be wind blown as well. So you'll get a lot of rain and stuff blowing in the midst of the wind. And that's also going to fuel some of the upper levelness of the storms. As you head in on the 3 days, when your totals are getting really high. You're getting in the 5s in this swaths through here. Some of this might fall as snow over the next 5 as this gets heavier, which I'll show you. See? You got a snow event coming, and it's not just a little bit of snow either. That's in centimeters, right? That's not a little bit. 7 inches of snow. falling in 5 days, at some point it's going to all melt. And it's going to create a cold trough, which is going to further exacerbate the natural occurrence of heavy storms as this cold air spreads inward. And as the pull of the warm, and it is warm, comes towards it, it's really going to rocket things up once that snow gets up there. That's when you're going to get this hook. It's going to pull right into the trough. It'll have a natural pull because hot flows toward cold. Yeah, it's just physics. Was it Boyle's laws of gases or Charles's laws? Well, one of the two laws of gases, of those two, is it that shows the relationship between pressure, heat, and flow. Yeah, there's a relationship. It's mathematical. And you got some big snow over here too, Tazzy. I didn't leave you out. Right, that's a lot. You get in the foot range there. Here's a foot of snow. And it is. And when all that melts, it hits these streams. It's a pre-flood. Warm it up later and all that shit's coming in very predictable places. Boom, toward that river there, if you melt this side. If the snow is on this side of the mountain when the wind's blowing this way, you're going to get it that way. If the wind's blowing this way and it's on that side, it goes there. Predictable heavy mats of snow. And it's all on your whole island. And boy, are you guys going to use up your firewood early. My God, I never imagined I'd be doing a winter weather report for you guys in November. We're almost to your summer. And you look toward New Zealand, you're no better with your snows. You know, I'm used to seeing snow year round over here. Right? You can go over here and look across the waters. You'll see snow-capped mountains. Right? That's not unusual. But man, this is a bit unusual. There should be fauna and beautifulness up through Archer's Pass and all that through here. And that's going to create the cold troughs for the warm tropical air to mix with that causes natural, really big, bad supercell storms with the hail and the tornadic activity and the water spouts and all that can be expected. To be expected. And you can expect some damage in hail along that line when it does that turn toward that cold air after this snow creeps into the trough, the valley area over here. Oh, wouldn't that make a great big lake, you know? Tennessee Valley Authority type, maybe 5 great big reservoirs. You know, who knows what they got planned for you guys. I think they got a big lake planned for you out here. Won't surprise me at all. A Lake Mead type thing here. Oh, we got something different happen. This just updated. Yeah, nothing new happened. Still frying. Yeah, I noticed it really quick. Whose national's that? Oh, that's New Zealand. Nah, I don't want to show them right now. Bzzz, getting fried. Ding dong, the wicked glitch ain't dead. Bzzz. Boy, do you got some shit coming through you towards you, Melbourne. Oh my. And they're pinning it down. Look. See that move right there? That's going to stall it. And once they let that pressure go off of here, that beam stops, this can go through. So right now that's going to stall it a bit, bunch up the storm and allow it to start to curl. One more beam and that'll cut it. It'll cut that storm and allow that to go free. That'll come through. You ain't got a chance to get much along here right now. See them beams right there? That'll do a lot of holding off. That'll do a hold off corridor right here. So when it does come through, your corridor is here. It's set up right here. Through here, actually. A little bit can spit here and spit here when they need to cut this storm. So you can spit. But the main track of absolute, you're fucked, is through here. Up through here. And this corridor here. Look, you're even pulsing it still. So that'll push the storm along. You gotta learn to read them radars. Yeah, if you can read the glitches, you know what the bitches are up to. You know what they're up to? They're killing us. They're spraying toxins in your skies of undisclosed nature. They're making plans that they don't ask you if you want permission to do. No, really. All sorts. I was reading the COP27 agreement today, how they want to incentivize and how they want to involve local business to get the goals they want, where they're going to pour their money in together. If that ain't a conspiracy, nothing is. If that ain't conspiring, nothing is. Well, it ain't no conspiracy to give you an accurate weather forecast. How many days ago did I tell Catherine that they were fucked? Well, you're still fucked, and if you ain't evacuated your stuff upstairs by now, then become the poster child and become the I told you so. Because I'm out of popcorn, and I don't like having to say I told you so. I just say, well, that's very sad that geoengineering was used to cunt the NT. And I see you being cunted every day. And I see the chem bombs I started the show with. Boom, 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 plumes. Boom, 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 plume. No room for you in the New World Order unless you comply, unless you do what they say. Do what they do. It's not what you're allowed to do. You don't do what they do. Nah. You don't want to do what they do. They conspire to kill my planet so they can make more money. Meanwhile, I'm watching repeated storm after storm after storm through a monsoon season up here into the tropics of Australia, in a distinct line that was put in place by a big HAARP beam that I showed you a couple days ago. What a line it put in of energy. Here, I'll show you. Some of it's still going on. So I was watching it earlier. Watch your eyes here. She's going to blink. All right. Look at the blast. Boom. Triangle there. Big square here. Watch at the end. See it here? It's going right through here, creating that wall that just has to ride down. It's creating a wall right here that moisture has got to be squeezed into. They're wringing out the sock right now over the top of the tropics and bringing it down in the chem. The chem is bringing it down in sheets right up here. Coming down in sheets. No sheet. Look at it. I'll put it on faster motion so you could watch the toxification of Australia being done somewhere else. International waters. Pluming Nazis having very predictable effects when it mixes with the electromagnetic frequency down here on the low deck, those plasma clouds that I'm pointing at right here. And even those, you often see the boom plumes being deployed into them as the catalyst to help mitigate the EMF waveform better. In other words, to change the matrix of which it's going through. Look at the plume coming out from here. Boom, boom, boom. Those explosions have an effect on the atmosphere. They cause an up-down undulation of high and low pressure suddenly, and it makes a cloud as it runs out. And imagine you wouldn't want to run into that if you was in a glider. If it was happening very suddenly in front of you. Oh, look, sudden turbulence. It ain't turbulence, it's just a fucking explosion. At least when they let a nuke off, they bank the plane first. Shock waves. You ever felt one suddenly in a plane? Oh, that was sudden turbulence. No, you just probably felt a shockwave of a boom plume. Next time you're in a plane, start looking above you. Yeah, because if you're flying at 40,000 feet and you're seeing chemtrails above you, they ain't being done by the jet planes you're on. It's something else going on. The drones. These things I keep showing shares on that I've been sharing it. Pete Ramon's been posting on his wall forever, these type things. I have deep respect for his work. Now, you got 3 levels of shit going on out here. That means you got a ship. So you got the low deck boiling like this from an Antarctic blast that came from way down. See, boiling that deck. And you got something stationary out here deploying. And every time the chem goes through it, it reacts different. It disperses it out. Caused a very distinct line that even that just instantly goes into. Instantly, predictable. Engineering requires ingredients, methods, requires a plan to pull off, to achieve. And the EMF lines of the glitches are evident here. Evident that they're right. Bzzz, off there, that's the Brisbane fryer that was on. The glitches are forming clouds. And even out here, as I go over A very obvious deployment. It's very easy to pick out. But very blurry to see until it comes in. Yeah, man. And this is going to impact New Zealand, okay? You got 3 plumes right over the country, right here. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's do something for you guys. EMF right there. Being dispersed from a bomb. I'm going backwards 10 minutes. Bomb, 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 10 minutes. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Right? Bombs going off over New Zealand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Bombs going off over New Zealand. A chemical attack in progress over the indigenous people of Maiwanu over the islands of New Zealand over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The flower of death. 1, 2, 3. The Delta Formation. Then that one disperses into an EMF thing, so something else is deployed. My God, that's just continuous flowing of something releasing bombs as it went. Let's see what's feeding this. 1, 2, 3, 4. More deployed here. 1, 2, 3. Keeping this cloud going. Sustaining this cloud with chem bombs. Bombing a country that's fixing to have significant snowfall in a terrible storm. Over Nelson, Richmond. Not too good. Look at the bombs here over the front of the Richmond Ranges. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. In a very predictable arc. Chem bomb right there going off, streamering against the flows of the wind. Star Trek Enterprise, that comm badge over out here in the sea. There's a geometric form to that. It's not round. It's not a circulation. It's not a uniform toilet flush. Nah, it's just a shit-stained sky. Needs a good scrub. Where's the tidy bowl, man, when you need him? Or maybe he breathed too much of this and went away. Well, this ain't going away quick enough. Chem bomb storm. Look, triangle. That just was deployed. These are chem bombs. A very high level of the atmosphere. We got a skeleton head down here. Woo, got his hat on. Come on, have an Imaginarium. I gotta make light of this because this is hard to show. I'm watching an island being killed. It's bad enough what they did with the 1080. And they're doing that in Australia too, indiscriminately in the forest. And you wonder why some of your dogs are having the same symptoms as 1080 poisoning. I don't have to wonder. All right, let's look at the bombastiousness of the whole southern situation down here. Boom, 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 plume. Boom, 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 plume. Seduna. Boom, 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 boom. I keep my eyes on the radar all the time. I watch the boom, boom, plume spreading pathogenic lines. And as the EMF is frying you half blind, I lose my mind. 'Cause people act blind. Boom, boom. I see the plumes over Australia today. I see the plan to flood their homes away. I catch abuse and I keep going 'cause I'm stout. And if you don't like it, just shut your mouth. You shut it about enough things. Big square over the top of you. Boom, boom, boom. The Harlequin. The square. The patchwork quilt in your sky. Getting fried, getting fried. All my animals, I die silently. It's like a clock, and it looks like it's 1 minute before midnight. Judgment Day is upon you, Australia. What are you going to do about it when they plume for you? KR, man, you've been a chemical attack every day now for weeks and weeks, and I proved this shit. And yet, you don't want to believe it. Prove it's real, Robert. Hey, yeah, prove it's not. Prove that this is not what I say it is. Use your eyes. You don't have to blow cigarette smoke in a room to see that some pollution's come your way. If something is smoking up the sky, that something has gone under something else. That something has been deployed over the top of something else. As the EMF fries this on the low deck and activates that cam, we don't know what result is planned for that. All I know is the result of weather planning is often storms. And the storms that are coming are going to look as follows. If you care to support my work, you may do so at paypal.me/Robert Deutsch. Or look at my page. I've always got some kind of a unique piece of jewelry I'm finding and showing. Now just have a look at it. Have it. Well, I can have a sip of a drink. Hashtag expose the 28. And you could be a chocolatier too. Don't let raindrops stop you from exercising your rights. You know, waterproof paint's really good. It's invisible, and every time it rains, your slogan stays there. Hey, you just go up and color it in every time you go up. Yeah, I would suggest that. I would do something like that guiltily. And he left the country. Went straight from the airport to Gate B, and then right back to Gate B in the airport. Nah, Gate 27A. Have a nice trip to Dubai. Gate 39. That'll take you straight to freaking Los Angeles. That's a flight. Bring your compass with you on long hauls. Yeah? Map the curvature of the earth. Make sure you got something to judge the level to see if the nose is going up and down on a plane, these type things. And judge for yourself some of the stuff I found out. Yeah, I think the earth is definitely a rounder object. I believe it's hollow inside. Well, you know, that's my belief. But I think we're in dire shape of fixing some things that are right. Because when they have the conferences called COP 27, and then you copping it for the 27th time this year, it seems a bit coincidental to me. And they're talking about sustainable development, it's sustainable railway lines, it's sustainable crops, it's sustainable everything but the way of life you used to have. Not sustaining the happiness you always dreamed to have your whole life. That dream you were sold in school is taken from you now. And it's taken from me even. It saddens me. You know, your dream of a retirement is now called a benefit instead of an entitlement that you earn through paying your Social Security taxes. And all this I paid through the years. And even here I paid through the years. Hey, Vanuatu, have some rain. And it's been total inundation for this entire week for the Northern Territories and over here into Western Australia in the north. You have a very long, wet 10-day period of time that's going to yield an incredibly large amount of rain. And the more it rains, the less places for it to run go. It's just going to pile up and pile up heavier and heavier and heavier. So you better be prepared. And when it rounds the corner coming in toward New South Wales, you're going to get it. And you ain't been left out of the picture, Lismore. Because your time's coming. The pressures clearly say so. All the pressures around this day are leading towards that. They're leading toward you being the bubble up spot. Where suddenly, bloop, there it is. When the winds are raging down here and all this comes your way, your spinner will form. But as it is right now, you're getting lucky. Very lucky. That this high has stayed down here. Because all they got to do is turn off that atmospheric heater that's frying everything down here. And this whole situation would be changing very, very quickly. Because you wouldn't have that snow that's coming. And then suddenly you have the tropical flow. from here kicking in, and that coming down, and this coming down, and it would hit you. So you get lucky, believe it or not. So enjoy your luck, man. Enjoy your days of not as much, but you're going to get wet over the 10 days, I guarantee you. That's not a little bit of rain coming your way, and I don't believe that total. I don't believe that total at all. I think you're going to cop it here in about 14 days. I'm watching a setup. So I'm going to keep an absolute eyeball on this for you, because the cold air of that snow in this trough is going to have that effect when it seeps above Coffs Harbor. It does. You might, if I even seeing frost up through here this week, it's not going to surprise me at all. Did Robert just say frost? I fucking just did. And as they flood out this top of your country, and it's a terribleness. It fucking is. Fitzroy Crescent, you are absolutely 100% going to get flooded. So react. You've got time. Okay? You got 24 hours to react before the roads all get wet around you. So Fitzroy Crescent, react. If you know anybody there, what neighborhood look like here? Well, we got an airport. That's nice to see. You guys look like some power lines. Oh man. Yeah, you guys are absolutely in a bad shape. Yeah, man. Get your tools out of the workshop. Pack your tools. Get them up onto higher ground. The oval's going to be a bit soggy. Don't be walking on it when it's wet. Over here on Forest Road is going to be the River Road. And 9th Street, 6th Street, and 5th Street is going to be the swamp. Get your vestments out of the church. Get them onto the higher ground. Protect your town. Protect your town here, Burawa. And these houses along here, watch yourselves. You're gonna get wet. You're gonna flood. There's nowhere else for it to go. You're in the bottomland. Yeah, you're in the bottomland too. These two towns right here, Tank Street. Oh man, do you got some tanks along here that could leak? Let's get any kind of toxic things out of tanks. Oh man, the kitchen. The local street. Well, if you've only got one. Okay, it's the local street. Well, guess what? You're going to call this Flood Street, and we're going to call that Flood Street. And this place is fucked. Absolutely fucked. When she bursts the banks up here, when this comes roaring into here, meeting that water here, she's going to burst. So who's going to get it first? Who's the first neighborhood to go? Hey, your house on 19th Street. Not too good. Over here on that. Bunghole Guardy your Bunghole Road. Hey, you better watch your 6 on that one. Yeah, this is not looking good for you guys. Not looking good at all, Fitzroy Crescent area. Consider this an official Rob D says you're fucked warning. Yeah, you are. Absolutely fucked. And then she's going to run. This is just going to run. Woody Cup of Dildo. I'm going to try to... What the hell is this name here? Woody Couple-dia. Hey, I found out what Humpty Doo meant. Humpty Doo means like underneath something. So maybe there was a burial ground, like where you buried people. I did. I looked into it. And that's what it means to be under something. You're going to be underwater in Humpty Doo. It's going to be a very apropos name. Hey, Pine Creek. Whammo! Hey, watch this. Whammo! And all the water runs towards you to somewhere else. So this town here, it's a nexus. Well, that's good not to see any bunches of houses there. That's nice. As the Ferguson River runs its bank to other places. And as this big mountain top here gets a whole shitload of rain all at once and floods this creek out. Hey, you got a little mountain spot up here. You're going to get to your getaway. Better get up. Get up, get down, get funk, get loose. My God. Has a really cool looking setup. Hey, look at bird head here. And the large intestine here, and you got a whole bunch of shit weather. Yep, just a shitstorm of weather. Hey, island out here. Hey, we ain't forget about you. You're fucked. Here at I pick your Taramore and Warrawin Yanga Banga Bing Bang Bong and the Garden Point. That one's easy to pronounce. Warren Kuwu. It sounds like something. They hit you with a war club when you got off. Maybe they should have done that. When Captain, if you can go back in time and you seen Captain Cook coming ashore, what would you do? You know, one guy comes back from an expedition, says, "You don't want to go there." Yeah, man, this one's gonna get it. So this is all coming here. So hello, oh, at least it's on this side where the water is, a wallaby island. The poor wallabies, they're gonna turn you into shoes, man. Don't let the Clark family back on Wallaby Island. Hello, you. Over here, a Moloch court with like a crab or something. Got the elephant right here in the room. See the trunk? Over in the Aaron Cunt Road. Yeah, well, this is heading your way, too. And as they downpour that some more, a couple days after that, you're going to flood. I give you a 14-day flood warning for here, this town. Yeah, you got 14 days. Okay? Take that, Bureau of Morons. 14-day warning given to a town. Oh, I've managed to come all the way over to here. That means you're going to cut here after that. Hey, Coughs, look at this. Hey, here he comes. Here comes Dorigo. Here comes the waterfalls again. Here it comes again. In the trough. Here it comes. Nothing to something. I knew you were going to get it. Yeah, I'll be watching it closely. Boy, are you guys going to get fucking. Hashtag let's help Chase. Just do it and look into it. Hey, Warburton. Pinching any lows lately? Oh, my God. Wow. But you're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that'd be a great place for a huge lake, huh? Just a great big one. Hydroelectric power between the two of them. Do one over here. And you could power the whole country and all the electric vehicles and monitoring 5G things that the government can stick a bug up your ass and see if you've even chewed your food correctly when you shit. Because there's agendas out there that are going to weigh you what food you don't eat. I'm telling you. They started doing it in the arena. Anything we throwed out, we had to weigh. It's weigh before you start, it's weigh when you're done. I ain't wasting food no more. They'll say you'll eat bugs and you'll like it. I tell you what, I don't want to eat peas. You know, put some bugs on my... But you can't even get kids, somebody to eat broccoli, gonna put a bug on their plate. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Mikey don't like it. And well, really, I don't like it. The forecast I just had to give. So anyways, big love, people. If you can't be good at it. Back down a hatchet. Darcy blows. Big love.